YouTube. What's up? It's your boy AP Reacts. Man, we back with another video. I've been gone for a little minute, but I'm back. Today we're gonna be reacting to the NBA draft. It was tonight. Obviously, the first round was tonight, at least. And so tonight we're gonna be reacting to the first 30 picks of the draft. And yeah. So let's hop right into it, man.
In the 2020,
Let's get it.
with the first pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg from Duke University.
And man, I ain't gonna lie, I always make it a point to watch these every year just because, I try to get inspiration from anywhere I can, and just seeing other people who goal achieve and goal strive, just accomplish something that, whether people knew it was their goal or not, or everybody knew it was their goal, or nobody knew it was their goal. Like, they had this goal that, some people may believe, some people may have not, but they still stuck to it, and they achieved at a young age, by the way, too. But yeah, just it's inspiring for sure. Even if you don't play sports, even if you don't, even know nothing about basketball, just seeing people get to this point, and achieve something that, everybody that ever plays a sport want to achieve for the most part is pretty fire. So that's called respect. Shout out to all the draft picks this year for sure.
There's such a purity to this moment. A young man from Newport, Maine, sharing his childhood dream realized with his mother, Kelly, a 1,000-point scorer in her own right. His father, Ralph, who also played collegiate ball, his twin brother, Ace. And now Dallas, a franchise whose eras are defined by two names.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
And so many people getting drafted to the West, man. Damn, like so many people getting drafted to the West. Fucking Harper, fucking Bailey, fucking Coop, fucking Derek Queen, fucking Jeremiah, man. All these people get drafted to the freaking West, bro. Jesus. Good old West, huh?
The 19-year-old Dylan Harper out of Rutgers. This is, of course, a family and a team, as Ace Bailey cheers him on, that knows this process and stage well. Dylan's mother, Maria, who he is very close with, coached him from kindergarten to high school.
With the third pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe from Bimini, Bahamas and Baylor University.
I ain't gonna lie, that one I think obviously because of Bailey, but him being number 3 was crazy. Him being number 3 is crazy. He's still like a raw prospect. You know what I'm saying? He still got some, some room to grow and stuff. But for sure, like he cold. He definitely cold. Like he cold. Once he put it together, because he already got the feel for the game, the athleticism. He just, once he get used to it, once he get that skill and them reps in, he had that consistent shot. He gonna be solid for sure. More than solid for sure.
Sharing a hug with his mom, Bendra. What a moment for this family. Talk to VJ, and it's just so evident the pride he carries for the Bahamas, where he grew up. This is his family in the stands here. And he says the toughness, the heart, and playing on concrete, that shaped him.
With the fourth pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Con Knipple from Duke University.
Good call, Andrea. Another Dookie drafted here in the top 5. Knipple, he comes from a basketball family here. His mom, Shari, is the all-time leading scorer in Wisconsin Green Bay women's history.
With the fifth pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey from Rutgers.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted him to go to the Wizards so bad. It would have been so cool if he was on the Wizards, bro. I wanted him to go to the Wizards so bad, for sure. They needed somebody like him, a wing. You feel me? Like, I mean, Utah could use him too, but I thought he would have been cold, and he would have been cold in Washington, for sure.
Personally.
He would be cold in Washington.
Now the question with Ace Bailey was never about his talent, but simply where would the Big Ten all-freshman selection end up? And now we know, the Utah Jazz.
With the 6th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Trey Johnson from the University of Texas.
Trey Johnson, the 6'5" guard out of Texas, sharing this moment with his dad, Richard, his mom, Priscilla, and of course his younger siblings as well.
With the 7th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jeremiah Fears from the University of Oklahoma.
Pretty cold. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know about him until like the season. They was talking about him for I didn't really know about him like that. But once I seen him play, like he cold for sure as a freshman, as a guard, as a freshman guard, especially you not like 6'8", 6'7", like you about 6'3", 6'4", like to dominate and you younger, like I mean he used to playing against older people. He used to playing against people that's same as good as him and older than him and more physically developed than him. So that's what that means. Cause he cold for sure.
Gifted is the word our draft expert Jonathan Gavoni used to describe Jeremiah Fears. I would say swaggy as well.
With the 8th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Yegor Demin from Moscow and Brigham Young University.
Yegor Demin is the first player born in Russia to be drafted since 2013. He grew up in Moscow. His dad, Vladimir, played professionally in Russia.
With the 9th pick in the 2025
and then people like that come from overseas, like the fact that you feel me, it's already like a basically hitting like this is hitting the lottery in the sense of how many things, not in the sense of being good at basketball. Like a lot of people are good at hoop, but to get to the league, it's like hitting the lottery because so many things outside of just you being tall, you being athletic, you loving the game, you this and that. So many things have to just fall into place that was out of your control. That's why I just believe anybody who's meant to make it to this level, they just meant to make it because too many things gotta just you gotta go not getting injured. You feel me? You gotta go with players who you feel me like who fit. It's just a lot of coaches who mess with you, like all kinds of different stuff. Like so that's why I always be like, man, I just respect that. And then on top of that, for Russian players or European players or overseas players, it's even more 1%er for them because it's 1%er for us in America, but we've seen it more. Them they've barely seen it, so it's even more 1%er. That's why you see like the African families with the African, or the Bahamian, families or like the Russian families, like they more appreciative because it's even more 1%er. He was even more unexpected from where they from. You feel me? So respect to them, man. Shout out to all them.
NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Colin Murray Boyles from the University of South Carolina.
Colin Murray Boyles sharing this moment with his mom, Yvonne, his dad, Sean.
With the 10th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft,
let me go back. Damn, man.
From the University of South Carolina.
Colin Murray Boyles sharing this moment with his mom, Yvonne.
I was finna say a joke, but I was finna say, and this is just Dr. Umar's opinion, I would say it was a joke, it's an inside joke. Like Dr. Umar would not like this, not like what's going on right here. But shit, in my opinion, I disagree with him. Like if she, what I'm saying, if she, a solid girlfriend, no matter what she look like, you feel me, she cool. Like, that's who you like, you feel me, as long as they treat each other well and stuff. They got a genuine connection and, they vibe, cool, saying, cool, whatever.
Colin Murray Boyles sharing this moment with his mom, Yvonne, his dad, Sean.
With the 10th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Kaman Malawach from Rumbek, South Sudan, the NBA Academy Africa and Senegal, and Duke.
Senegal. Like you think they there thinking like, oh my god, like how many tall African motherfuckers that look like that? You see what I'm saying? Like that's there in Senegal, and he be winning. Like that's that. Like for me, I don't look at that as coincidence. Like you feel me? Like too many things had to go right for it to be a coincidence. Like for him to be, like I love stuff like that, and I just look at that on my own life and see, you know, get inspiration because I'm like, okay, that happened for me, like in my own, not in NBA, not with professional athletes and stuff. I always be professional. I'll always be a professional athlete in my head, but just the fact that I could probably, one day make it to the league in the sense of music, it's just crazy because he's more one percenter than the athletes. So man, but not about me, it's about him. So shout out to him. Shout out Sudan. Is that what he said? South Sudan? Yeah, shout out to them.
University.
The clear emotion here for Kaman Malawach and his family.
And now, with the 11th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Cedric Coward from Washington State University.
So the Portland Trailblazers select Colin Coward here. This is a young man with the ultimate bet on yourself story.
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Noah Essengay from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France, and the Club in Germany.
Noah Essengay, one of the risers in this draft.
With the 13th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Derek Queen from the University of Maryland.
See, I wish the Hawks would have kept him, man. He going to the Pelicans, man. I wish we could have kept him, man. Fuck. I would have loved to see him play in person, bro. He is so cold. Like I feel like he like got a Jokic type. You feel me? Type feel for the game. Like when I seen him play, I'm like, this nigga skilled as fuck. Like you think he play like a fucking guard, bro? He's 6, he almost 7 feet, bro. This nigga play like a guard, bro. But man, he gonna be cold wherever he go. You feel me? As long as he got opportunity, and once he get used to athleticism and figure out his thing, like he'll be fine.
Some clear excitement from the fans here in Barclays Center. And right there, Derek told me that sharing this moment with his mom and doing something great for her.
With the 14th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Carter Bryant from the University of Arizona.
I think this quote from Arizona head coach Tommy Lloyd sums up Carter Bryant pretty well. He says, quote, he checks 2 boxes that are really hard to check. He's an elite talent, and he has elite character.
With the 15th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Thomas Sorber from Georgetown University.
This is incredible for Thomas, his mom, and his sister. This family has a really moving story. His mother, Tanae, escaped the Liberian Civil War and came to the United States. And Thomas says that after his father passed away, his mom stepped into the role here.
With the 16th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Yang Hansen from Zibo, China, and the Qingdao Eagles.
So remember, this pick is on its way to Portland. Yang Hansen, who led the Chinese Basketball Association in blocks and ranked in the top 10 in field goal percentage. But Kirk, I just love when a young man who doesn't know whether or not he'll hear his name called in the first round, he still comes and he sits in the stands and he waits.
That's one thing I learned from watching the overseas talent. Like, man, they so thankful, man. Like even like a lot of American talent, they're so used to being good, they kind of almost expect to be there. But the overseas talent, like they're like, man, I hope I get there. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I hope, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just keep playing good and hopefully I get there, man. Because they look at it as like, And I'm not saying, I just basically feel like American talent kind of take for granted, like, not not work ethic wise, but just opportunity wise. Like even if you was tall, even if you put in all that work, even if you had confidence in yourself, you still wasn't owed this. Nobody owed you this. You feel me? So the fact you still got it, just like man, like crazy, crazy man. Respect to him.
For his moment.
Look, is that Rich Paul meeting him?
As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Portland Trailblazers are trading to the Memphis Grizzlies the draft rights to Cedric Coward, the 11th pick, and the Grizzlies are trading to the Trailblazers the draft rights to Jan Hansen, the 16th pick. With the 17th pick in the 2020...
Wait, so he going to Memphis? Oh damn! So they got two big motherfuckers down there: Zach Edey and Jan Hansen. Fire.
5 NBA draft. The Minnesota Timberwolves select Johan Biranji from Strasbourg, France, and the Olympia Club in Slovenia.
Johan Berenger, he was born in France, but he played last season in Slovenia. And as a kid, he played soccer, but he actually began playing basketball when he grew out of his cleats and he couldn't find any new ones.
And with the 18th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Walter Clayton Jr. from the University of Florida.
He gets the call and we get to see it in real time.
Absolutely. Motion's building up. You can tell he's been waiting to get his name called. And all of a sudden, he get a golden opportunity to go to Washington. And that young man is going to perform.
With the 19th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Nolan Traore from Charenton, France, and the San Quentin Basketball in France.
Nolan Traore, another French player drafted tonight. He comes to the NBA after spending last season playing for France's top pro league.
With the 20th pick in the 2000...
Hey, low key, Brooklyn got a lot of stuff going. Like, hey, they got Igor, Nolan, and they got Hans. They gonna be cold. Like, you feel me? Those some all them some unicorn type players. They're gonna be solid for sure.
25 NBA draft. The Miami Heat select Kasparas Jakučionis from Vilnius, Lithuania, and the University of Illinois.
Kasparas Jakučionis, nicknamed KJ. You got that one?
I wasn't going to even try. I was going to work on it this stuff.
With the 21st pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Will Riley from Kitchener, Canada, and the University of Illinois.
And so, Illinois players go back to back. KJ and Will are now the first pair of Illinois first-round picks since Darren Williams and Luther Head in 2005.
We have another trade to announce. As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Washington Wizards are trading to the Utah Jazz the draft rights to Walter Clayton Jr., the 18th pick, and the Jazz are trading to the Wizards the draft rights to Will Riley, the 21st pick. With the 22nd pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Drake Powell from the University of North Carolina.
This pick, of course, Drake Powell, is actually going to Brooklyn.
And with the 23rd pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Asa Newell from the University of Georgia.
So a Georgia guy staying in Georgia because, again, Asa Newell headed here to the Atlanta Hawks.
And with the 24th pick in the 2000...
Here to the Atlanta Hawks. In Georgia
because,
again, Asa Newell headed here to...
Hey, that's cold. He cold. Lobster. Hey, he ain't going to Atlanta. Let me see for real for I get my hopes up. He ain't going to no Atlanta. He going to Pelicans, bro.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Going to the Pelicans.
And with the 24th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Neek Clifford from Colorado State University.
And how fitting that he is wearing Sacramento Kings purple. as he hears his name called here. This is a young man who went back to school at Colorado State last season, and it really paid off.
With the 25th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Jace Richardson from Michigan State University.
Tough.
With the 26th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Ben Saraf from Gan Yoshia, Israel, and the Club in Germany.
Nets fans are loving this one. The 6'6" guard from Germany, but was born in Israel. He began his basketball pro career at 16.
And with the 27th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Danny Wolf from the University of Michigan.
And you hear that roar? That roar from the crowd is these fans knowing that Danny Wolf has waited hours tonight to hear his name called. And now you see the mix of joy and relief as he shares this moment with his older brothers, Josh, Sam, Jake, his father, Joe, his mom, Tina.
That's where I'm going to go in this league. And
2025. And
Man, I can't wait till I got a moment like this for sure, man. This shit fire. I can't wait to have a moment like this, man. It's gonna be fire, man. Maybe not, professionally like something like that, but in my own field, in music and rap, and what I'm saying, and just hopefully I can't wait till I can have something like that for sure.
NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Hugo Gonzalez from Madrid and last played for Real Madrid. With the 29th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Liam McNeely from the University of Connecticut.
He waited all night, and here is his moment. He led UConn in points per game, second in rebounding, and of course he was a part of the Montverde team that went 33-0 alongside Cooper Flagg, Derek Queen.
With the 30th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the LA Clippers select Yannick Conan Niederhauser from Freyschul, Switzerland and Penn State University.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser, again, Perk, one of these young men who decided to come anyway, something you talked about wishing you had done.
That concludes the first round. The second round of the draft will begin tomorrow at 8 p.m. on ESPN.
Tough. Man, shout out all the draft picks, man. You feel me? Man, that's fire, man. That's so tough. So inspiring too as well, man. If you don't see that and get inspired, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you see stuff like this and don't get inspired, I don't know what to say. Man, but shout out y'all, man. AP Reacts, man. We like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll be back with another video. We out.